Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I made one recording, had to delete it because I messed it up a little bit. Hopefully you can hear me better now. I have the mic instead of up by the ceiling down here. Um, it is Sunday morning. I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope you're remembering to do your self care. Make sure you say the couple things about you that you like and the one thing that you want to change. Um, Today's word of the day is affable. Affable describes something. mm, Affable describes someone who is friendly and easy to talk to. It can also describe something, such as someone's personality, that is characterized by ease and friendliness. The restaurant's affable owner can be seen most nights welcoming his guests and making light conversation. To be honest, I wish more restaurateurs would come in and be the one to seat people. And that would be awesome. He doesn't have to do it all night, but for part of the night to come in and say hi. Okay, thought for the day. So I was talking the other day and we were talking about universal health care. And I am a very big proponent for universal health care. Don't call me names. I just feel it's important that everyone have health care. So a lot of people are on the misunderstanding that the United States has the best health care in the world, and it does not. We are number 36. 36. It may have changed. It could be lower, it could be higher, but it's not going to be that much higher because one of the things that gives us a negative rating is the fact that not everyone in the United States has health care. And to be honest, I'm one of those that doesn't care if they're a citizen or not. They deserve basic health care, especially if they're trying to become a U.S. citizen, if they've had an accident. Um, Untreated people can bring um, disease. It is way better to treat people than have them pass something around to other people. And universal health care overall is going to lower your out of pocket expenses. It's going to lower how much your monthly payment is that comes out of your paycheck. Yeah, especially for families. Now, for me and my husband, it's not going to lower it too much, but then I only have one more year. Well, as long as I'm working, I don't get Medicare. It gets to be my backup next year, which is fine, unless something happens and I go out on disability, which I'm not hoping for because, to be honest, it is so hard to jump through those hoops. Um, Even for a condition like stroke, right now, I have a friend that has hundreds of thousands of dollars of out of pocket expenses from when her husband had a stroke before he turned 65. He was 63. Couldn't get a doctor. Didn't have insurance. Was told he was not eligible for Medicaid in the state that he lived in because he was a male who was over 60. So they have this gray window for a certain amount of time where you're not eligible for either Medicaid or Medicare. Yeah, I think that's wrong. Now, if he'd been a female, they would have covered him, but he was a male. There's so many of these little things through all the different state laws and things like that that need to be changed. Universal health care can help that because everyone would be covered. Oh, but I'll be paying for people that don't work. You already are. What? Yes. You already are paying for people that come in to get health care without health insurance because our cost for health care is so exorbitant due to the fact that people still have to come in to be treated when they're ill, even homeless. They still need health care. So when they come in to be treated and they don't pay their bill, I'll tell you a story about that in a minute, then the rest of us, our costs go up. Everybody looks at their bill and go, why am I paying $25 for 2 Tylenol? That's why. I don't have a retirement plan right now. I've got maybe $50,000 in my retirement. And that's not going to cover much, especially if I live to be 90, which looks conceivable since my mother will be 90 in August. But I'll have health care because I'll have Medicare as long as the Medicare program is still going. I used my retirement to pay bills. What? Yes, my medical bills. I cashed in my retirements a couple times. I had some, and it kept going and building, and then I had to use it. Building and building and building, and then I had to use it. So, yeah, $50,000. That's all I've got right now, unless I magically find something more. Winning lottery ticket? Not yet. Keep trying. I don't spend much. $24 every couple weeks. That's what I spend to play the lotto. Most people told me when I told them that I didn't have retirement because of that, said, oh, you should just not pay the bill. I said, oh, are you going to go to Walmart, get a basket full of things and walk out the door? No, I would never do that. You're doing the same thing if you're not paying your medical bills, because every basket of merchandise that goes out that door without being paid, the prices go up on everything else. So every time somebody steals from Target, the prices go up. Every time somebody doesn't pay a medical bill, the prices go up. You see where I'm going at? It's going to take longer on universal health care to get an appointment. It took 6 months for me to get a appointment with my general practitioner, just have a physical. Now I book it a year ahead of time. Okay. Can I get into my nurse practitioner, who's my primary, for something today? No, but I can get into her 3 days from now for an emergency issue. You know why? Because we don't have enough medical people in general medicine. That's why so many are nurse practitioners now. We have such a limited amount of doctors in our area. Specialists are starting to come, but not general practitioners. Did you know Sweden covers 100% of the education for their medical practitioners, no matter what type of medical practitioner it is, from somebody who draws your blood to the specialist for your heart? All of their education is paid for by the state or the country. Their requirement is a year. My understanding of the requirement is 1 year of service where they need you for every year of education you got. So if you did 13 years of education, then you do 13 years wherever they tell you to go. The irony is, if you're from a rural area that needs people for practitioners and you want to service your area and you go to school for it, if there's still a need at your home, guess what? They'll put you back there because you ask where you want to go and they try to accommodate. But if you're from an area that has lots of practitioners, you might not even find a job anyway. So look around, see where you want to live. Maybe you like where you end up and you stay there. Who knows? But they'll only place you where there's a need after that anyway. So if there's still no need where you grew up, you might not get back there. So, but it's like anything else, there's give and take. Anyway, this has been 11 minutes of me venting about universal health care. Love you, my Valentines.